Good afternoon. The person who gets hired as a teacher is going to be expected to demonstrate those traits and characteristics that we would associate with a teacher. They're going to care about the kids. They're going to be well versed in their field of study, in the topic that they're going to be teaching. They're going to know all of the tools that they have before them to be able to convey the knowledge. They're going to have compassion for the students that are going to sit in their classroom. They're going to be able to manage the classroom well. These are the traits, the characteristics that we would expect someone who's been hired as a teacher to have. Those are not necessarily the same traits and characteristics that we would expect if someone was hired as an engineer, or as someone who is going to work in a trade like electrician or plumbing. We wouldn't expect those same kinds of traits to be there in somebody who is a police officer. Some of them would overlap, but we would expect that traits and characteristics are going to follow the position that a person is hired to do. It's the same way when someone is growing up. They are going to have many of the same traits and characteristics that their parents have. And God says the same thing about us, His children, believers in Jesus. This is what He says in Colossians chapter 3, verse 12. Therefore, as God's elect, holy and loved, clothe yourselves with heartfelt compassion, kindness, humility, gentleness, and patience. Those are all traits and characteristics that we would expect of someone who is holy, who is loved by the Lord. And that's a title, that's a position that we didn't get hired to. We didn't make on our own. That was one that God lifted us up into. God is the one who made us into holy and dearly loved. God is the one who gave us that position, and He is the one that then says, here is the way in which a person who is loved by the Lord lives. Someone that has that position is going to have these traits and characteristics. And this is just one place in the Bible that you can find those. The whole Bible is full of all sorts of places where it speaks about this is what a Christian does. This is how a Christian lives. That is how you and I, under Jesus, with Him as our Savior, loved by Him, that's how you and I want to live today. Until we see each other again, the Lord's blessings on your day.